FYF Sports.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, we back with another video, man. I see, since I did the recent interview with Coach Matt Gordon, TicketTV and his followers, they can't take it, man. They can't take the fact that, man, it's real coaches out here that can attest to the fact that Draymond Green is actually a good player.
And it's people that actually know basketball, bro.
We not, again, for all y'all listening, man, we not saying Draymond Green is a Hall of Fame all-time great.
Right, or
See,
we'll get you 25, 30 points.
No. We're not saying
none of that, bro.
We saying that he's a good player in the NBA.
Who plays his role for his role.
That in the NBA, if you think about it, for the most part, the NBA is made up of role players. It's only a handful of players who can be considered all-stars or, superstars.
Right.
Not everybody can be all-stars and superstars. Some guys just have to star in their role.
Right.
And Draymond Green is one of those guys. He stars in his role, but because
not only that, it shows you that if you play your role,
yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you can win championships.
And that's another thing too.
Just play your role.
I know, and that's what messes up. Like, you'll see guys and that's what makes some of these college teams and NBA teams great, man. Like when the Spurs were at their peak,
right?
It was because players like Manu Ginobili and Bruce Bowen knew how to lock in and play their role.
Right.
But they was more likable guys. See, Draymond Green isn't as likable as them guys. So they didn't get as much hate. So nobody was running around saying that they weren't good players in their role. But they were both considered role players. And you can go down the list with every team. Every great team has a list.
What about the Mavs? What about the Mavs versus the Heat that year?
That are full of role players.
No one. If you tell me that you thought LeBron was gonna lose against that Dallas team, then you're fucking lying. They played their role. Everyone played their role. They looked to dirt, do your thing. Other than that, everybody else played their role. That's how they beat them.
But see, with this video, so I'm gonna have to do a quick flashback to the debate that I had with 2Raw4TV. I did it on Ticket's channel. Just to let these guys know I can come onto your platform and cook you with facts. See, the main thing is that, and we're not going to be able to get through the whole debate because the debate is so long, but the main thing is that I always come with 4 parts to this equation. I come with the eye test, I come with the analytics, I come with the stats, and I come with the accolades. So if you're not a good player,
you don't go Stephen A. shit. Huh?
But the main thing is, if you're not a good player in the NBA, you're not going to check the box on all of those. You know what I'm saying? All 4 of those categories. So if you can check the box on 3 of those 4 categories, you're a decent player in the NBA. You're a good player in the NBA. And again, to me, I showed them with facts how Draymond Green not only checks the box in all those categories, but my main argument was, how can his game transition into the 90s? And I said he would be a better defensive player because you could hand check in the 90s. Yeah. So now you give a good defensive player of this time an additional weapon to hand check, and that's why I say he'd be a better defensive player. I'm not going.
And you can damn near kick niggas in the nuts and get away with it.
And I'm not saying that he's gonna go back into the 90s and drop 20 a game. I'm saying that he'll go back in the 90s and be a better defensive player because of the rules.
There was a lot of trash players in the 90s. Let's be real, bro.
But see, no, they don't want to hear that. See,
let's be real.
They want to hear that. They believe that 90s basketball was the greatest era of basketball. They say that those players were more skilled.
No, they wasn't, bro.
They were not skilled.
They would. The people in the 90s would tell you that.
I told them. I would tell them. Like I told them, I said Isaiah Thomas said out of his own mouth.
Look, this nigga got 4 hours of dumb shit, bro. Just play it, bro.
We'll see. But I'm literally surgically breaking these dudes down with facts. But because of their hate for Draymond Green, they don't want to hear it. It's just all hate, but they can't spit facts. And the few facts that they do spit, I break them down.
He coming in the show and he need to wait. The snitch tried to come in the show, y'all. Listen.
Nah, he talking about something else.
For the debate first, I told y'all it's 2Raw and Lamont Lane. Now I don't know where 2Raw is at But I hope he get in the building quick, fast, and in a mofo hurry, because we waiting. The same thing with Lamont Lane, baby. Now, tonight's debate will be on one Draymond Green. Now, if you guys were tuned in last night, the question was whether or not Draymond Green could dominate defensively in the 90s the same way that Lamont Lane claims that he's doing now.
Ain't nobody said he was dominating, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I never said
so
that.
That's what this is all about tonight.
That's why I say that's why somebody called him
I'm
out
just
and
waiting
put sauce on it.
On the two contestants to come on.
Never said that.
Now I don't understand
what's wrong with his ear.
why the two guys ain't here. They know the debate's gonna be at 9:30. I'm pretty sure 2Raw. Once y'all get the message, y'all will be on in the building. But I'm kind of waiting for you guys in the chat. LB, send 2Raw email. Tell 2Raw we on now. Come on in. Oh, here we go. Here comes Lamont Lane first. So Lamont Lane is in the building first tonight. So Lamont, what's going on, man?
I'm trying to be cool now.
I think my mic messed up when I first came
Lamont, what's up?
I had to go out and come back in.
Lamont, cat got your tongue? Lamont, you cat got your tongue, fool? Lamont, I can't hear you, dog. Lamont. Okay, here we go. Let me get this Lamont. That's the bull jab Lamont. Let me get the real Lamont in here. Lamont. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, where is 2Raw4TV? That's what we waiting on. We waiting on 2Raw for TV. Oh, okay. 2Raw did you dirty. 2Raw, he let the challenger come out first. And 2Raw will make his grand entrance. The champion is gonna come out second.
2Raw really didn't want to show up. He was unprepared. He brought no facts.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Lamont. Motherfuckers been hitting me up all day telling me you gonna get your ass destroyed, man. Motherfuckers been hitting me up all day today. Saying, yo, ticket, man, Lamont gonna get his ass destroyed tonight, man.
Ain't nobody said that shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We just waiting on 2Raw, man.
His fans really
LB,
he's
2Raw, man. Somebody gotta call 2Raw, man. Hit 2Raw, man. Ask 2Raw, what is he doing? The Undertaker entrance? Is this motherfucker doing the Undertaker entrance where he got a 2Raw taking an hour and a half to get to the ring?
Man.
Take it.
What up, man?
When we got off stream, when you got off stream last night, I gave him just a sample of what he had.
2Raw, you know he's talking shit. 2Raw, he's talking shit. 2Raw. Now, everybody who come in here, I'm gonna explain something, right? Now, all of your questions are gonna be answered tonight in the Cash App, in the PayPal, right? Anybody in the comment section asking questions, we're not answering no questions. We answering the questions in the Cash App and the PayPal, right? And salute already to Young Ton in the Cash App. He said Draymond wouldn't stand a chance at a Defensive Player of the Year in the 90s. Oh, we can ready to find out tonight. Oh, we can ready to find out tonight. We can ready to find out tonight. Hold on. No. It's just you and 2Raw. It's one-on-one.
Okay.
It's so much cap for the 90s. Like, again, I'm going to tell y'all one thing about basketball, y'all. When you have to hand check, it's usually because the motherfucker that's in front of you is burning your ass up.
Man.
So these niggas in the 90s were allowed to hand check, and they were using that shit to their advantage.
It's a fact.
Because those motherfuckers were slow. Like, if you guarded somebody faster than you and they start to blow past you, what's the first thing you naturally do?
You grab it.
You reach out to grab them. That's what them niggas in the 90s was doing, because those niggas was slower. And so when they ran up against players who was unbelievably quick or athletic, like Jordan and Dominique, they was fouling the shit out of them. That's why the Pistons had to resort to fouling the shit out of Jordan. Because again, they could not, there was no other way for them to guard him. Nobody could guard him. And that goes for a lot of the quick players in the 90s. They went to the free throw line a lot.
A lot of great defense because of the hand checking.
But yeah, they were great. But and I say you put some of those defenders in the 90s into this era with no hand checking, and they won't look as nice. Because the game is more spaced out. Now you got to guard a motherfucker on an island.
Right.
With all that grabbing and shit. We're going to see what you can do with Kyrie Irving or one of them boys on the perimeter. They're going to have you out there looking silly. So y'all do not believe this cap about the 90s defense being all that great, because them motherfuckers was allowed to hand check. And that changed the game.
The whole title was folks is capping. Like, what are you talking about? We never said he can dominate.
I know. Nobody said that.
We said
it's 1-on-1. Ain't no 1-on-2. It's 1-on-1. You're going 1-on because I don't want nobody to say that y'all was ganging up. None of this shit. And shout out to my boy. Hold on. Shout out to Brent McCormick coming up here with the 50 piece. That motherfucker say this the type of shit we need. Ticket. Yeah, I salute to you, my G. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my nigga. I'm waiting on 2Raw. Hey, LB, call 2Raw. Where 2Raw at, man? I know 2Raw4TV ain't ducking the smoke. Where's 2Raw?
I got a PSA for you. I need you to announce.
Go ahead.
Send you an email.
Go ahead, man.
I got some gifts for you guys.
Oh, man.
Just to let you know it's in all love.
This nigga 2Raw said he got a gift from the boss. You understand what I'm saying?
Listen, check your email. I need you to read that PSA and then accept them gifts.
Oh, I want to check it. As soon as I see it, I'm going to check it. As soon as I see it, because y'all niggas is crazy. Now, let me go ahead and let y'all know what's going to happen tonight. 2Raw is doing his Bill Goldberg entrance, where he be waiting like 25 minutes, and the whole crowd be screaming, Goldberg, Goldberg, Goldberg. You know how he come out.
He a good
he
hyping it up.
Tonight, you guys, the debate is on Draymond Green, that son of a bum, Draymond Green. And could he dominate defensively, allegedly in the same way that Lamont Lane claims that he does in this day and age? Could he do that in that era? So that is what this is all about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are waiting on the heavyweight
2Raw wasn't
champion of the world. 2Raw4TV, man. Now, I'm going to see if 2Raw is still going to stay undefeated after tonight, because, Lamont, you trying to come for the throne tonight, huh?
It's already over with.
It's already over with. Now, Lamont, I'm going to tell you like this, Lamont.
This is a teaching lesson.
Lamont, see, you talking a whole lot of shit, right? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I hope you did your homework, because when 2Raw come out here, man, if he hits you with the spear and a jackhammer, I got to count to 3. That's your ass, man.
I already know everything he's gonna say.
Okay, well, you know everything he's gonna say. I'm just waiting on him to come in. Somebody find 2Raw4TV. Where is 2Raw4TV? Is 2Raw4TV ducking the smoke? Well, where is he at?
See, he was.
Is 2Raw gonna duck Lamont? I can't believe.
Hey, did you hear his announcement for the debate?
Oh man, hold on.
He was talking all soft at it.
Hold on.
Like he wasn't.
Oh, you see, he's talking all soft.
He was talking all soft, like he was talking quiet.
2Raw, this man talking
it easy.
2Raw, this man talking shit. Now check this out. Lamont Lane says, "Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, this nigga Lamont is crazy, man."
I was like, this is how I killed him. I really won the debate before it even started off this right here. Check this out.
Time out, Lamont, you crazy? This nigga Lamont is Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all what Lamont did before we get started tonight. This nigga Lamont is unbelievable. Now hold on, shout out to Muhammad Mansouri in the PayPal with the donation. Now Muhammad say this is a pay-per-view event. I got like 50 mofos listening to this debate right now. We all gathered up. People in here interested in this and do not know your channel yet. No cap. Oh, all y'all need to subscribe to the channel then. Salute to my brother Muhammad coming through in the PayPal, man. Like I said, man, y'all already know what to do if y'all want to holler at us tonight. You better hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, let me know what you think. Now, back to Lamont Lane. For all you guys who don't know what's going on with Lamont. So good old Lamont just sent me an email. We waiting on 2Raw. I need everybody to go find 2Raw. 2Raw is in the locker room somewhere chilling. I don't know what happened to 2Raw. Is he taking a dump? I don't know what's going on with him. But I ain't never seen 2Raw to duck no smoke.
He was ducking.
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, he says, before I obliterate 2Raw this evening, I would like to give you guys a few parting gifts. Attached, you will he said you will see 3 e-gift cards. The Nike gift card is for LB. LB, please invest in some Nike running shoes. So when the people come to your door next time, you can run instead of pissing your pants. He said all black Air Force Ones will not let you down when cutting corners to dodge kicks. And this nigga really sent a Nike gift card. This nigga, hey, no cap on this shit. This nigga Lamont Lane, he really sent LB a gift card to Nike. This nigga ain't playing. LB, this nigga sent you a gift card, dog. Oh my God, bro. You sent this nigga LB a Nike gift card. Now to the second one. He says the other two gifts are for ticketing 2Raw to enjoy some well done steaks at LongHorn Steakhouse. These steaks will be a reminder not to fuck with Lamont Lane on the debate stage unless you enjoy getting cooked like every aspect of the dinner you will enjoy. And number 3, this nigga, hold on. This nigga really got gift cards to the steakhouse. He really got 2 gift cards to the steakhouse, bro. Damn. Bro, he got 2 gift cards to the steakhouse.
He said this nigga
really... Bro, no bullshit. This nigga got gift cards to the steakhouse. Bro, you crazy as hell. And then this nigga, Lamont Lane, number 3, he says, my apologies to Abel Mahari, a.k.a. Squidward.
That's what we gonna have.
I did not have the necessary scuba gear
he sounds just
to
like
get
Squidward.
The Krusty Krab in time to grab you some gifts certificates for Krabby Patties. However, SpongeBob and the gang say they miss you and cannot await your return to Bikini Bottom. God damn. Hey, man, this man fucking with you, man. What is 2Raw? Where is 2Raw4TV?
It's over.
Do anybody got 2Raw's number? Somebody got to call 2Raw.
That right there, the debate was over right there.
Yo, I sent them motherfucking gift cards for real?
They was done right there. But
you was with the smoke.
I wish I had book like timestamps in here. I can go straight to timestamps.
Yeah.
But my main argument was, like I asked him, I said, is Damian Lillard a good player? I said, is Devin Booker a good player? I said, when Isaiah Thomas, before he got hurt, I said, was he a good player? It was like, yeah. It was like, yeah, they all great players. I said, why? They scored the ball. That's all they say. They scored the ball. Because you got to realize Devin Booker, Isaiah Thomas, Damian Lillard are some of the 3 worst defensive players in NBA history. So they only play one side of the court. So we live in a time in basketball.
That's his mans he talking about, right?
Yeah, that's my team. That's the crazy thing.
I'm like,
so they give credit to a good offensive player who don't play D.
Hold on, let me show y'all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is true Lillard fan right here.
This is his man he talking about now.
That's my guy. Lillard is my guy, y'all. We know that, but I gotta tell the truth about him. He don't play no defense. And
he tried though.
Look, we give credit to they will give credit to anybody who can score the basketball, and they don't care about if them guys can play the other side of the court. That's the thing. So Draymond play defense. He struggles on offense.
Yep.
But he get called a bum because he can't average 20 a game. And you'll hear 2Raw, you'll hear all these guys, James, you'll hear LB, oh, he can score 10 points a game or this game. And again, nobody's saying that he has to score 10. That's the
they don't need him to do that.
But that's the crazy thing about him. He's so good defensively that overrides his inability to score. And it's not like he's just a dud on offense. He's helping create shots for other guys.
Yep.
Just like the coach broke down, and they missed over this whole point.
Of course.
He said you spend most of the game playing defense. You spend over 75% of the game playing defense, but all we worry about is offense. Because the offensive possession can go just like that. Boom.
Right.
The other team has the ball. Yep. Boom, just like that. The other team has the ball. You spend over half the game playing D. But y'all don't want to give credit to people who actually play defense, because again, y'all, they old heads.
They ain't never hooped before, huh?
No, Ticket. What's so disappointing is he played overseas, so.
Oh, for real?
But he's a big man, and so we know the stigma with big men. You know, they just dump it to him in the post. Mm-hmm. They don't have to really learn plays and none of that. Just go here, screen here, go. When you a point guard, you got to be a floor general. Ain't no such thing as a big man who's a floor general.
He must ain't pay attention what the coach was talking.
No, he could not. I be trying to break down defensive help principles. Like they talk about how is Draymond Green great. Well, no, what they said was, they said, can he guard Hakeem Olajuwon? And I said, my next question was, okay, where on the court are you talking? Are you talking at the top of the key?
Yeah.
Are you talking at the high post? Or are you talking straight on the block? And they said, well, no. They said you trying to move the goalpost. I said, no, because that's basketball. No, nobody's guarding Hakeem on the low post. Now we're talking on the high post. Draymond Green has the foot speed to stay with faster players.
Yeah.
We're talking on the top of the key. Hakeem Olajuwon, and those other bigs don't have the foot speed to blow past a guy like Draymond Green. So. Again, it's 3 levels to defense, but see, they don't like breaking it down.
He does a good job defensively, so it's like he's gonna get buckets on him.
Here's their argument. This is what they'll say. They'll say, here's their 2 arguments. They'll say Pascal Siakam outplayed him in the finals.
Facts.
Which, okay, Pascal Siakam did outplay him in the finals, but what great defender hasn't got outplayed at one point in time? Yeah. Because again, that's what I always say. A great defender, if you play defense a lot,
I think it was poor scouting report on Pascal. Well, nobody expects him to.
Pascal
he nice, but nobody expects him to do that.
Nobody expects him to. But Pascal is a good player. Like in 2 or 3 years, he's going to be one of the top 10 players in the league, right? So don't take it away from Pascal. He's a great player. He did his thing on an injury-depleted Warriors team. But they'll say, how come he didn't step up and start scoring 20 a game? Well, that's never been his game. He was struggling offensively last year. Okay, that's fine. And then this year, he started the year off with 4 injuries: a finger, a heel, a knee injury, and an elbow injury. So he started the year off back in early November. Steve Kerr announced that they were putting him on minutes restriction. He said exactly why they were putting him on minutes restriction. He said, Draymond Green just signed a $100 million contract, and we're trying to develop a whole bunch of new guys this year.
It's a rebuild.
What I'm saying is, he's played in 4 NBA Finals in a row. 4 NBA Finals in a row. While he's trying to come back from these injuries, and he just signed a $100 million contract, we watched Steph go down with an injury. We watched Clay go down with an injury. Why are we going to put Draymond Green out there in a year where we know we're not going to win? And have him risk injury as well. Right. So they try to make it sound as if Draymond Green could control the fact that the back office and the coaches are limiting his minutes to play so they could develop younger guys and try to see who they're going to keep for the next year when they can actually compete. Right. So it makes no sense for Draymond Green to say, I'm going to go out and go all out and try to carry this team to the playoffs when they see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is trying to get the team back into the playoffs next year, get healthy, and give the guys who took them to the finals all those years in a row, we're going to give them a reps.
They could potentially be could be the number 1 pick.
So he got that going for him. So Steph was ready to come back. He was healthy in January, February. He didn't come back because they said he opted for surgery, and it was a longer recovery time. There's no coincidence that they did that. He opted for the surgery because it was a longer amount of time. He could be on the IR. And if he did come back this year, it'd be at a point in time where the season was already long lost. Same with Draymond Green.
I mean, he still came back and played with Wiggins, though.
Post. Yeah. So, but it's still, they limited minutes. They limited Draymond Green's minutes. They were focused on guys like Eric Pascal and just some of the young players, seeing what they can do, seeing who's going to be back next year, like Marquise Chris and all those guys. Yeah, Poole and all them. It just made no sense to play Draymond with that group. It made no sense. So they say that he got outplayed this year. You got to understand the logistics of basketball. Draymond Green just signed $100 million contracts, and he just turned 30.
I don't even know why they even bring that up this year.
But there's only 1 year you can bring up, which was last year or this current year, because he struggled, but he was also dealing with a whole bunch of injuries from all of those championship runs where they never got a break other than the summer. So give him a break. Let's see what he do.
5 years straight.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But none of that matters. And like I told them, Draymond Green made 2 All-NBA teams, not defensive teams. He made 2 All-NBA teams. You don't just make All-NBA teams because you a bum. But they say that that's all the media. Well, okay, and then so he has 2 All-NBA teams, 3 All-Defensive first teams, 2 all defensive second teams, a defensive player of the year. He led the league in steals before, but he did all of this on accident. That's just a lot of stuff.
All NBA teams, I understand where they coming from. I don't know how the fuck you make those, but defensively, I understood.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with him making an all NBA team, but it was second team all NBA.
Oh, okay.
It was the first
still,
team.
I mean, shit.
So, but again, but it's not us. So you got to look at it. And then there was somebody capping saying that Draymond Green didn't do nothing in college. He was Big Ten Player of the Year. He was the best player on his team for one of the greatest college coaches in college history, Tom Izzo. So I told him, Draymond Green has a track record of playing for great coaches. If these great coaches see something in Draymond Green, why should I believe y'all when y'all say he's a bum when these great coaches say he's... You got Jerry West, Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr, Tom Izzo.
Yeah. All good coaches.
They all say that Draymond Green is great. It's a joke, man. Hey, like I said, man, we just here to debunk the myth. Again, we not saying Draymond Green is a all-star, 30-point-a-game scorer. He's never going to be that. But we're just saying that because of how good he is defensively, he
just get a man a little respect. You feel me?
It's not even a little. It's just, I mean, it's just like my man Lillard right here, my favorite player in the league. He's the worst defensive guard in the league. That's what's stopping him and his team from winning championships because they've never played defense. Him and CJ both. But again, you got to start being honest. But you let them tell it. They won't never bring anything up about all of these players' flaws defensively because they don't care about that side of the ball. Me and you hoop. Ticket should know this too because he hoop. But Ticket play overseas, so you know they don't play D over there. You know what I'm saying? It's all finesse. You know, he out there dunking on them Italians and whatnot out there, them Chinese. You know,
you're doing something.
People be going out there. Jimmer Fredette is over there in China dropping 50 a game.
Boy, 45.
But he comes to the NBA, he can barely score 5 a game.
Yeah.
So that just tells you the type of competition you really going up against when you playing against them guys in China. He says those guys in China are better. But Jimmer Fredette is over there dropping 50 a game.
Yeah.
Or who's the other guard who just left? He played for the Pacers. Lance Stevenson was the MVP of the Chinese league. He was struggling in the NBA, or he was a laughingstock, and he's out of the league. Jeremy Lin had to go over to China to resurrect his career. See, that's where people go because it's sweet, and they can make a name for themselves, and they try to come back to the NBA.
Yeah.
But again, you can't tell me that the same stuff you pull off over there on them guys in China, that shit ain't going over here in the U.S. It's not even going in the G League. So don't let people fool y'all. It's not sweet here in the G League or the NBA. Shit, D1, D2, or D3. So, man, y'all got to start giving respect where respect is due, man. But you got anything else, Steph?
I'm disappointed in Ticket.
Disappointed, man. Hey, and y'all TicketTV fans, stop the hate, man. Just see basketball, man. Just see basketball for what it is. But like I say, I understand y'all get a pass because you got guys like James. I know you's a football
forget
player.
that. Y'all need to get y'all donations back. Buddy's tripping.
Oh man, I ain't gonna hit him there. But no, hey, but he finessing y'all, and y'all falling for it, man. FYF Sports, man. You got anything else?
Man, it's all love, bro.
Like, comment, subscribe, man. We just here to debunk the myths.
That notification bell.
Oh yeah, notification bell always. Hit us up on social media, Twitter, Instagram. Answer any questions you might have. And if you want to come on the show, and TicketTV, if you want to come on the show.
Oh yeah, come on.
Hey, hold on. I've
bro.
already formally sent an invitation out to TicketTV to come on at any time, and he wants to schedule for the debate. Draymond Green.
Come on, Hollow.
Come on. We gonna fact check everything you say because again, we on my stage. Now we can fact check everything, and we gonna see what type of real evidence you can bring other than emotion. You think he can bring real evidence?
Hell nah.
Well, I don't know what real evidence you can bring.
I think he going everything off the top of the dome.
I just don't know. Draymond Green's done so much. I don't know what real legitimate evidence you can bring to say he's a bum, other than your emotions.
3 rings speak for itself, bro.
I think he's a LeBron fan. He's a Laker fan.
Oh shit, me too.
But he's more of a LeBron fan.
Oh, see, I'm a Laker fan, so that's a little bit different.
I don't know what type of fan he is. All I know is
he just follow LeBron wherever he go.
All I know is he hates Draymond for whatever reason.
He wanted them to put a moment.
Hey, here's another thing. What he said. He said because Draymond Green got ejected from that finals, they said Draymond Green cost the Warriors the championship.
Facts.
And my rebuttal was, if he's such a bum, how did his presence not being there affect them winning the championship?
That's it.
So,
you ain't got to say nothing. That's it right
but
there.
This is how they contradict themselves, because they'll say, because he was gone that game, he messed up the flow of the series, and his presence cost them some games. So when he got ejected, he cost him that game, and then the game when he got suspended, he cost him that game because he wasn't there. So they basically saying that he cost them the finals because he got suspended, he got ejected. There was one guy named James. He's a football player. He said when Draymond got ejected, he changed the flow of the game and the momentum. Oh, he said it changed the momentum. Well, it is changing momentum, but again, I told them, I said, what he does is so replaceable. They could have put anybody in off the bench to do what he does. Because again, he's a bum. So again, they still haven't answered that question. They won't answer that question. They can't answer with facts. It'll just be all emotion. So
Draymond just talked about shit like this on all the smoke.
It's all emotion, man. But then when I say he won Defensive Player of the Year, they say that he begged for it. I said the media hate Draymond Green.
He should have had the first one that Kawhi won.
But
Kawhi didn't even play the whole season.
But listen,
he was hurt.
even if let's put it like this. So Kawhi won it 2 years in a row.
He didn't win the championship.
So Kawhi won it 2 years in a row. Draymond Green was runner-up right behind him.
Right.
Even if you runner-up right behind the number one player, if you're in that top 5, you're a great defender. And then he won it. Then he eventually won it. What I'm saying is, it's been multiple years where he's been considered for the Defensive Player of the Year in the top 5. And like, that's not me voting. That's multiple media members across the whole United States. And so now we're dealing with hundreds of voters across the whole United States consistently putting him in that category of being a good defender. So again, I don't know what they say. We got to get off, but we can stay on this all day to debunk it. Like, anybody who understands basketball knows that it's just all based off emotion. And we're going to get up out of here, though. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And we're going to be back again. We'll do some more debunking on TicketTV and his facts on